terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. You look at the Timberwolves, and Duren slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Randle with the bucket.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randle likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Pass to Suggs. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Where, no good. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Agile move by Beal to beat that inside contact.
Now, here's Suggs. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Randle with the ball. Mathurin picks him up. At the elbow, Randle. Lets a floater go. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves on offense. It's a three-point game. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Now, we spoke about how his team is prepared to try and defend Bradley Beal tonight. Coach said we want to keep that ball out of his hands as much as possible. Make somebody else be the playmaker and scorer. That's our goal. It's a difficult challenge. We'll see if they're successful. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Beal, no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Now, here's Brogdon. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. There's the steal. Here's Christie. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Randle. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Beal. Pass to Christie. Jacks up a 3. Traps in the tray. Christie's got 5 now.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Las Vegas trails by 7. The kick out to Lopez. Las Vegas again missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And it's out of bounds. We say last touch by Suggs. To the inside. That's tipped. Pass to Brogdon. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. 5 to shoot. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Nice touch inside by Beal, showing he's more than just a perimeter threat.
Now Suggs. Still yet to score. Mathurin for three. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. He's off on the first. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them, but not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you've got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future. First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Normally, he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. They trail by 9 points. Brooks misses. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer. He's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. And here is Suggs after Malcolm Brogdon hitting the three. Pass to Mathurin. Here's Ware. Makes it off the glass. Ware's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. The shot by Brogdon, no good. And here is Suggs. Scoreless thus far. Here's Ware. Trains the three-pointer.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Benedict Mathurin has been leading the charge. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Outside, Beal. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Grant up top. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Good on both. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Lopez. A shot by Brogdon, wide open. No good on the triple. No good from Grant.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lopez a screen. Here's Beal. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Ware. Back to Grant. Now Suggs. Here's Christie. Three-pointer. Randall grabs the board. Las Vegas trails by 14. There's the screen. Right side Beal. Back to Randall. Over Suggs. That misses off the backboard.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Brogdon outside. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
Here's Grant. Julius Randle with the rebound. Las Vegas trails by 14. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Down. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
My.
And there's that creativity from Beal. When he's in flight, boy, he's going to show you something special.
Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
Picked away. One-on-one here. Here's Ware. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Minnesota, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading.
Minnesota leading by 14. Pass to Ware. Wants to get it to Grant and does. Inside. Clock at 4. Shoots it up. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
To the paint. Here's Randall. Pass to Lopez. It's deflected. Here's Ware. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Back to Beal. Lopez a screen. From outside the arc. Bradley Beal, and that's good. Beal's got 13 points.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Pass to Grant. To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Suggs with the ball. And a wide open look for Mathurin. A three-pointer off the mark. Over to the left wing. Back to Beal. And he banks in the layup. Beal's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Las Vegas.
Not shocking to see Beal running up the scoreboard. He has a knack for putting together some big nights.
Pass to Christie. Now Adebayo. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. I had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
And he stays with it. Duran a screen. The drive by Beal. No one near Randle as he lets it go. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
And if he gets the space, Randle absolutely will take that shot. Not afraid of that corner three.
Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher. And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
There's the pick. And Jalen Duran picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And it's Suggs missing. Las Vegas trails by 10. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, big man Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
It's Brooks on the wing. Randle outside. Back to Brooks. Launches it. Knocks down the three ball. Brooks has got it back down to single digits for Las Vegas.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And Suggs throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Back to Brogdon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Here's a guy, Brogdon, that led the league from the stripe. Not the player you would choose to send to the line.
Brogdon hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And it's Adebayo in the corner. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Bagley, no good. Las Vegas trails by 9. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Brogdon's got 8 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
After in for 3. Brooks grabs the board. And here's Las Vegas. Duran a screen. Inside. Great D that time from Adebayo. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Bagley. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Las Vegas trails by 8. Out to Brooks. From the arc. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Brooks has got 6 here in this quarter.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Adebayo the screen. Here's Johnson. Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession. .119 left to play in the third. For 3, it's Adebayo with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Johnson down low. It's tipped. Oladipo outside. It's good. Oladipo's got his first bucket of the night.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Brogdon really utilizes that size down low. He'll go right at these guys as he did there.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Minnesota leading by 5. Back to Johnson. .30 seconds left in the third quarter. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Las Vegas trails by 5. Randall from outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Randall's got 10 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Johnson. He has yet to score. Screen by Grant. Shot clock at 6. Over Brooks. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a
47. The visiting team, 45.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Brogdon. Now here's Randall. Duran a screen to tie it up. And it's Randall getting it to go. Randall's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Las Vegas. Pass to Ware. Here's Christie. He's covered by Beal. Offensive rebound. Another shot. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Las Vegas. Outside, Beal. Back to Randall. Got a hand on it. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. Now it's a close one, so coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Pass to Duren to the inside. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Now Beal. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Christie. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Oh, when he turns a corner, Beal can just slice right through the defense as good as anyone.
Outside Mathurin. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Pass to Brogdon. No good with the triple. Now the Timberwolves with it. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Brooks, left side. Back to Beal. Brogdon, a good look. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. And 12 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
Brogdon's got quick hands. It doesn't matter if he's getting it to a teammate or launching a shot.
And now we'll send it over to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, for an update on Julius Randle. D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Las Vegas. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Pass to Christie. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Christie's got 6 in the quarter.
And
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammates.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Ware. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Duren a screen. It's Brogdon on the wing. Duren. Rebound Minnesota. At one point they led by 16. Here's Christie. Offline with his three. Las Vegas trails by 8. It's Beal on the wing. Brooks outside. Outside to Brogdon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And Ware pulls it down. Here's Minnesota. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Adebayo. To the left wing. For the 3. Ware, no good. Pass to Duren. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Every shot is treated the same by Brogdon. This man is always so calm in these moments. Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's the 3. It doesn't go for him. And so Minnesota takes the win.